Welcome back, class, to Football 201. Andy Mashaw with you again. Last time we took a look at the defense. Now we're going to flip it over to the offense. This is where my heart is. This is the guys that score the points and get to go date the cheerleaders. I didn't do much of either of those things, but still, we're going to take a look at it now. If you ever wondered what is with all the different ways guys line up, what are all these formations, and what the heck is an illegal formation? Well, you're about to find out.
One of the most complicated things for fans to understand is offensive formations and the rules that govern them. See if we can figure this out. We'll start with a very basic pro set offensive formation. Here we go. In the middle is our center. Either side of the center is our two guards and then our two tackles on the outside of them. Those are our offensive linemen. Beside them, we'll put a tight end. On the outside, we'll put our two wide receivers. And then in the backfield will be our quarterback, our fullback, and our tailback. Okay, there are two rules that govern offensive formations. They're relatively simple, but can get complicated pretty quickly. The first rule says that you have to have at least 7 players on the line of scrimmage before the snap. That's where the ball is. Now in this formation, 5 of those 7 are going to be our offensive linemen. They're going to be there probably most formations. The 6th player here will be our tight end. He's also on the line of scrimmage. Now our 7th player who has to be on the line, you're thinking, well, we don't have any more linemen. That's because he's not a lineman. He's this receiver over here on the outside. He is on the line of scrimmage and therefore counts. The second rule says that the only people allowed to catch passes are the players at the end of the line of scrimmage on either side of the formation, or players lined up in the backfield of the formation. In our example, the end of the line on the left is this receiver, so he is eligible. The end of the line on the right is going to be our tight end here, so that makes him eligible. The wide receiver on the right is actually lined up a yard off the line of scrimmage and considered in the backfield, which makes him eligible. Our 2 running backs, who are also in the backfield, are also eligible receivers. Now, if you're an ODU fan and have only seen Monarch football, you're probably thinking, I've never seen that offense before in my life. I didn't even know we were allowed to have 2 running backs. You're probably used to something that looks more like this. This is a shotgun formation. The quarterback is 5 to 7 yards behind the center. We've got 1 running back now. The other running back has become a receiver. All the same rules still apply though. We have our 5 down linemen. We have our 2 receivers on the ends of the line of scrimmage, making 6 and 7 men on the line of scrimmage. Everybody else is lined up in the backfield. The fact is, you can line up these receivers and running backs anywhere you want to, including not having any running backs, as long as you have 7 players on the line of scrimmage. The 2 ends of that line of scrimmage are receivers, and anybody else that wants to catch a pass has to line up in the backfield. All right, now let's talk about what can go wrong and cause you to have an illegal formation penalty. Let's say our wide receiver on this side is supposed to be on the line of scrimmage. Instead, he accidentally lines up too far back. Well, the referee is going to judge him to be in the backfield, meaning that you only have 6 players on the line of scrimmage, and that's an illegal formation. The same thing can happen to a lineman. If one of our tackles gets too far back off the line of scrimmage, the referee will judge him in the backfield, leaving only 6 on the line, and that's a penalty. There is a little bit of leeway here for offensive linemen, though. Pass-happy teams like Old Dominion will often come out with their line bowed back a little bit. It helps set up protection for the quarterback quicker, so you see something like this. Here's a shot from practice. A right tackle here looks like he's way back off the ball, and there's no way this can be legal. But the rule is, as long as his helmet breaks the plane of the center's waist, then he's judged to be on the line of scrimmage. Here he's pretty close, but I think he's good. If he were to slide back just a little,
He'd likely get a flag, a 5-yard penalty, and then a very unpleasant conversation with his line coach. Well, that'll wrap it up for episode 2 of Football 201. Thanks for watching, everybody.